Hi, I'm Rebecca Lynch, the Development and Grants Director for Arts AVL, and I'm going to give an overview of our Arts Build Community Grant. This grant is sponsored by Arts AVL and Buncombe County government. Now in its 8th year, the Arts Build Community Grant supports innovative arts-based projects that inspire diverse groups of participants to be more active, involved, and civically engaged by creating together. Think of a community-wide public project that you're going to come together to create, whether that be a mural in a community garden, a weekend dance festival, or something like that. Buncombe County government is again supporting this grant program through the Arts and Culture Block Grant awarded to Arts AVL. We thank them for their continued support of this grant program. Grants for fiscal year 25 will range from $1,000 to $2,500. And importantly, the deadline to apply is July 22nd, 2024. The overall timeline for the grant cycle is that the application will open on June 24th. You'll have a month to apply with the application deadline closing on July 22nd. Awards will be announced in late August with funds distributed and contracts signed in late August, early September. Your final report will be due on May 31st. Again, this is for projects to be completed between July 1, 2024 and June 30th, 2025. Regarding eligibility, your organization or business must have been in operation for at least 1 year and be physically located in Buncombe County. Priority is given to projects based in low-income neighborhoods and communities in need. The arts must be centered in the proposed project. If the project includes events or programs, these must be free to attend. This could include providing scholarships or complimentary tickets. Fundraising events are not eligible. And again, funds are for projects taking place from July 1, 2024 to June 30, 2025. This can be a reimbursement for projects occurring during this funding period that have already taken place or for projects that have not yet occurred, but projects must be completed by June 30th, 2025. Some examples of allowable expenses for grant funds include artist fees and travel, space rental, advertising, marketing and publicity, website, art supplies, costume, sets and props, music, and equipment rental. Your application will be evaluated on the following: the completeness of the application, the feasibility of its completion within the time frame, its accessibility, its arts and culture alignment, and the impact on underserved communities. Arts AVL staff initially screens all applications for completeness, eligibility, and feasibility. Application completeness means that if no additional information was required, full score of 10 points, or a partial score of 5 points if we have to request more information. Is all of their request eligible for funding, full score of 10 points, or only part of the request is eligible? And again, is the project feasible to be completed within the time restrictions, or will we need to work with you? So note, the application's receiving a 0 on any of these categories if we have concerns about if the application was not complete at all, if the application was not eligible or not feasible, or if there's a total score below 15, the application will not progress to the next level. Then a selection panel of 3 to 5 community volunteers will score all applications based on the following criteria. Application completeness. Do you feel like you have a good understanding of the proposal based on the application, or is it missing key details? So really keep these criteria in mind as you are completing your application. These are the questions that the selection panel is going to be answering. Feasibility. How confident are you in the ability of the organization to complete the proposal given the scope and time restrictions? Or will they need other resources needed for successful completion? So make sure you include all your details you have, project partners, your timeline, etc. Accessibility. How accessible is the proposed project for individuals with disabilities, including physical, visual, hearing, and cognitive impairment? There'll be a question in the application that will ask you for this to share with us. We do include a link to the National Endowment for the Arts accessibility checklist. So think about providing us information about how the program should be easy to find and clearly accessibility accommodations should be easy to find and clearly state whether notice is required for any accommodation. And examples of accessibility include accessible parking or restrooms and seating, wheelchairs being provided, an early seating option for those that need more time, captioning or assisted listening devices or interpretation, audio description, large print, etc. And again, this is very important. The arts must be centered. Arts and culture must be centered in this proposal. And the priority for this program is underserved communities. So how will this program impact residents in low income or local communities in need? And community engagement. This is the Arts Build Community grant program. So we want to know how does your program involve community engagement? So again, our panel of 3 to 5 volunteers will be reviewing the applications and making final funding recommendations. They are provided with a very detailed scoring spreadsheet and instructions by ArtsAVL. These scores by the panel, which is done individually, are then combined and ranked by ArtsAVL staff. And then all of the panelists come together for a joint meeting where we review the combined scores, discuss the applications, any questions or concern, where we then create a list of final funding recommendations. Your combined scores, as well as any additional notes and feedback from the panel, are provided to the applicants with their award notification letter. If you are awarded an Arts Build Community grant, your organization will enter into a contractual agreement with ArtsAVL. You'll be asked to keep ArtsAVL staff informed of project milestones or any changes. The sooner you let us know about any changes, the sooner we are happy to work with you. We are invested in your success and would like to be a part of sharing your story. So send us pictures, send us invitations to your programs and events. Let us know how things are going. And again, we understand that things might change from the time when you're submitting an application for when you're actually working on the project. So if a venue changes or your timeline needs to shift a little bit, or you're working with a different partner, just let us know. Let us know sooner rather than later. We want to hear about that well in advance. Your organization will have to complete a final report by May 31st. Again, the project time period is through June 30th. So we understand the final report comes in a little bit early. And we'll work with you if you need some help there, but we do need a little bit of time to get your report in so that we can work on our annual impact report. Also, please note, super important, late or missing final reports means no funding in the next grant cycle. So put that date on your calendar and we'll get that in. You'll also be required to demonstrate recognition of ArtsAVL and Buncombe County government. These are through logos on flyers or your website or social media posts. It's very important, especially to thank Buncombe County government so that they know that their support of this program is having an impact in our community. You'll also be asked to send an email or letters to the Buncombe County Commissioners expressing your thanks for providing funding for this grant. You'll be required to, as part of your final report, to include proof of these things. So to apply, you're going to be visiting our grants page on our website, artsavl.org/abc, and there will be a Google Forms link. It'll take you to a form that looks like this, and we'll have you complete your application there. Please note that if you need any help with your application or have specific questions about your project that you're looking to apply for, please email me at rebecca@artsavl.org. please don't call, send me an email, and then I'm more than happy to set up a time for us to talk further and work with you. We're here for your success, and we want to work on this together with you. I'm very excited about seeing all the applications that come in and the wonderful projects that are going to be happening. So thank you so much. And again, if you've got any questions, please send me an email at rebecca@artsavl.org. Thank you again so much.